Now, from the red carpet of the Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Awards 2014, CNBC Africa's Didi Akinyelure caught up with Abiola Alabi, Director of Special Projects at MNET Africa, and more stakeholders in Africa's movie industry. Take a look.
Now, of course, we're here at the Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Awards, which is a big deal. Last year's event was really great. What can we expect to be different this year?
I think this year one of the things we've really done is add a new category called the New Era Award. And this is a merit award that we felt was important to bring to the forefront to really recognize people that are doing such breakthrough work in the industry. So people that maybe were classically deemed as an actor, but now they're producing and they're directing. We wanted to do something special to recognize this achievement and to recognize this new breakthrough in the industry, because what's happening is people are entering the industry and really changing the different models and changing the different ways people are actually looking at revenue. So for us, we wanted to look at those people that are leading that. Yeah.
It's a global and African thing. It's no more the Nigerian thing. It's now all of us celebrating who we are and achievements and what we want to achieve in the future. It celebrates everyone, like from the actors to the directors to the makeup artists to everything. And it gives us a very strong sense of belonging.
Now, funding is still an issue. How can that be rectified?
From my point of view, the biggest thing that we can do is actually introduce formal financing into the industry. So what we need to do is really streamline our financing, but part of that also means cooperating with regulators to stem piracy. Yeah. So once we stem piracy, we're going to be able to open the industry. We're going to be able to get different individuals to invest in the industry, and we're going to be able to get foreign direct investment, which is really what the industry needs to thrive. And once we can do that, we're going to be able to see how Nollywood is not only going to open up across the continent, but globally, and the revenues are going to start to flow in.
Okay, now, content is still a big issue. It is improving, I must say, but it's still an issue. What can be done to improve on this?
I think for us, a big thing is obviously human capacity development. So we are investing in human capacity development across the continent. We do millions and millions of workshops just to make sure we bring people up to skill. And we've seen a huge improvement in the last 10 years that Africa Magic has been on the air. So if you look at our content from 10 years ago and today, you see the quality of it has improved, the story has improved, the writing has improved, and the audio has improved, and which is a huge investment that we have to make in the continent. So I think those are the things that are really going to change the way the quality of the film is. More investment, more training, and really getting our people up to skill.
There's always a phase in mankind, in the growth of the human race. So this race is obviously the creative race, whereby creative art is just booming. So every young adult that has it in them, they just want to explore right now because they know there's a market for it. They want to be on TV, they want to be on stage, they want to do anything that's creative and can draw attention. So no doubt it's just the phase we're in right now, and we have to just, utilize that phase and make sure Africa grows.
What excites me about the industry today, the fact that we never forget that name, Hollywood. We continue to strive, we continue to learn, to develop, we continue to criticize, to see how things can always be improved. We continue to grow as a people, as an industry, the styles of our acting, the style of production, etc., etc. Everything keeps moving up another notch every year, and then now we have a major award ceremony like this. I always say this is our own Oscar night.
Yeah, but how big can this really get? I mean, can we get to the point where we'll become like Hollywood?
We hope so. I mean, obviously, Oscar's at 86 years old. We're only in our second year, so we're hoping that in 10 years, in 15 years, everyone around the world will be talking about these awards, and these awards will really become a showcase for global distribution, also for us in Africa. Because at the end of the day, our stories span beyond our continent, and we want the global world to see that. And we believe this platform can take Africa to the world.
I think it will surpass the Oscar standard, the Oscar name in a sense, when we really get a hold of Africa. 850 million people is no joke, all right? And having all of Africa celebrate Africa, eventually the Oscars will start looking to us to watch the AMVCAs, in America.
I just, a few days ago, I just watched Academy Award, so being here today, not only being present, being a nominee, is like I'm seeing myself inside Academy Award. You understand? I mean, it's great, and I thank God this is coming from us, from Africa. Yeah. So initially we don't compare, but now we can compare, African products, African content with that of our foreign counterparts. So this is good, this is great.
I actually call the entertainment industry right now a train that doesn't know how to stop. It's one that has properly rebranded Africa and has shown the world as a window for which Africa is being viewed now and beyond.
How big can it get? Bigger, because Hollywood is coming here, Bollywood is coming here. Watch out in the next 2 years.
A lot of people might argue that Africa Magic is still pretty much Nollywood, though we are seeing some South African content coming through. But how can we get more countries involved?
That's a misconception, because Africa Magic is actually Pan-African. So if you look at the AMVCAs tonight, we have nominees from Zambia, one of the big series that came out of Zambia this year, which is broadcast on Africa Magic Entertainment. We have over 3 series on Africa Magic Entertainment coming out of Kenya. We have Mali, we have Lies That Bind. So actually Africa Magic is quite continental. Last year we had a couple of Ugandan films that were nominated. We also had Ugandan films on the platform. So we're actually a Pan-African broadcaster, and our content reflects that.
I want to see Ghana win today because we've been nominated for Adam's Apples, which I featured in. Oh, yay! And then Contract has been nominated 13 times, so I'm hoping that this year Ghana will shine.
Looking at the whole event, everywhere is looking glamour, so it excites me that what we are doing, that people appreciate what we do.
Abiola, lastly, what can we expect to take away from today?
I think for today, what's really important is when the private sector comes together with an industry, that's really when we build great and lasting partnerships. And what's happened is Amstel Malta has come to the table with an investment in this industry, with an investment in this platform, and that's why this is happening today. So when we have more and more private sectors coming in and investing, that's where we can do this and celebrate the best that we have to offer in Africa's film and television.
I think we should emphasize more in the private sector. Don't rely on government. Don't rely on government. I think you should ask for more investment in the private sector. That is what I would want to suggest.
What this industry is doing is that it's speaking about the image of Africa, it's speaking about the image of Nigeria, so it's actually like an ambassador going out. There's nothing that is greater for a business and a businessman like me than positive words coming out about this nation and this continent going forward. So from a business perspective, this is a great platform.